Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. Hi, Nance. Nancy, how do you pronounce your last name? Is it Ime? Hi, Mary Jo. How are you? Amy. Okay. Amy. Okay. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I was gonna say that, I don't know if this will help, but it will certainly, it's worth giving a try. If you be sure to like and follow me on Facebook at Corbiere-Scott Designs, that might help me to get you into classes. I'm hoping. Hey, Keels. So if you could like and follow me on Facebook at Corbiere-Scott Designs, that would be a big step in the right direction. Also, let's go through the, if you want to take part in one of my classes, you need to register on my website. And then once you register, you're going to come back to Facebook and go into that gray search Facebook subject line, type in the name of the class, and I've differentiated each class by like, Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles, February 2021. I've tried to make it as recognizable as possible. So the only one that isn't like that is our ongoing art journaling class. But remember, with all of my classes, you can jump in at any time and you'll have access to the whole everything, the whole Megillah, what everyone else is getting, you'll get too. Even if you join late, even if you are 2 months down the road, if you want to take the November Bible journaling class, you are absolutely more than welcome to do that. So just know that you can't get into a group without registering first. That's the, I need to be able to keep track of everybody that way. Hi, Nancy, how are you? So, let's see. So speaking of which, I wanted to give one last big shout out for my Bible journaling class that's going to be on Saturday, right? Where we're going to do, our theme is sing, and we're going to paint this beautiful guitar. So remember, once you sign up, once you register, you'll get the artwork in the private Facebook group and any other old thing. And also our ongoing art journaling class. This is what we are going to be. This is the base of one of our pages that we're going to create. I'm telling you, I see all of these cool techniques that I don't make time for myself to give a try. So that's what our ongoing Facebook, our art journaling class, Inspire Your Heart with Art, is a 3-month-long class of playing with some new techniques. And, you know, every time you do that, you just grow your little artsy arsenal in your noggin just a little bit more. So if you are interested, if you've had some interest in playing with some art journaling, please sign up for this class. It's $15 for 3 months of content, and we do lots in one class. That's for sure. Like, we start it all and then you kind of finish as you go. So And it's a great way, like I said, to stretch your creative muscle. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was, remember the other day I was telling you about this, I bought this embossing folder from Paper and I in Marshall, Michigan. And it's by Altenew, and it's called Organic Linen. You guys, it is so beautiful. Look at it. Look, it's just subtly, oh my gosh, I just think it would be like the perfect accompaniment to like one of my flowers, or one little image down here, or over here, or up here, or over here, whatever. It's so pretty. So like I said, I called Audrey and I ordered this from her. Please support those local stores as much as we can. And come on, there's nothing better than getting art supplies in the mail. I did this on watercolor paper because I thought it might be fun to watercolor on it after it was, like I wanted to play with it, like watercoloring a background and then embossing it, or embossing it and then watercoloring a background. That was my thought process. So anyway, if you are interested, it is Organic Linen by Altenew, and I got mine from Paper and I in Marshall, Michigan. Okay, so here's my big idea for today. Is everybody ready? I'm having an allergy attack again. So I took my little allergy pill and I did some Flonase, but I might have to get up and blow my nose. Sorry. Okay, so Jan, I promised you something cute with the Howdy art printable. So here's my thought. And Jan's favorite color is yellow, so I brought up Fossilized Amber and Wild Honey. I thought we could, let's see, where do I have room? Hi, Sue. So I'm going to put some Wild Honey. I like that because it's just kind of like this beautiful, deep, that deep golden yellow. So now I'm going to add some water. Oh wait, let's add water with this. We'll have a little more control. Okay, so here's my thought. My thought is, and I called my friend Joni, who is my background guru. And can I tell you, oh, scattered straw. Ooh, that would have been a good one. Okay, sorry, I gotta blow my nose. So sorry, you guys. So sorry. The other day I was talking about my team, and I am so sorry that I didn't mention my two girls, Carmen and Joni. They create some of the most creative, unbelievably beautiful samples for me. So I was a miss. I forgot to mention them, and I am so very sorry because they're amazing. Right, Laura? Carmen and Joni are amazing. Carmen does the, I'm telling you, I just tell her to just go to town. Joni too. Well, that's what I tell all of my girls. I just say, you know what? Create when you're inspired. And when you create when you're inspired, the stuff that comes out of that is, that's some of the best stuff in the world. You know what I mean? Okay, so I just kind of did a rough, she is the banner queen. She is the banner queen. So I just did some rough a rough wash. I think I want to do a little more. I'm going to just play with a little more. So my idea is I want it to look a little bit aged, sort of. So this was my thought. So I'm just going to jiggy jaggy, just random color on there. I'm gonna dry it with my gun, and then I might apply some more on there, some more color. I just want to get a nice, rich, I want my color to be pretty vibrant. So I had brought two sets of colors. I brought this yellow and I brought the pink flamingo, which I thought would go really well with the pink, with the picked raspberry. So I thought that might be a fun one to play with too. So, like I said, I wanted it to look kind of like aged tooled leather, you know? So I had this big idea, and I want as much dimension and I want my colors to be as vibrant as possible. So I'm just gonna keep building this. And I'm overshooting the edge because I'll end up die cutting this piece anyway. I might, before I do the next technique, I might add some, cut this piece off. You know, I just am in love with tooled leather. Can I tell you? My mom had a purse, and I would just touch it. Like I just followed my finger along the beautiful tooled design. Let's see. Maybe just one more layer of color, you guys. I can't help myself. So I'm going to add just a little bit more wild honey. But that's the beauty of a printable, right, Jan? That you can if it's too terrible, or you could just do this one in the same color, or this one, whatever one. Because look at, I'm dangerously close to that one. That's all right. Right, so I'm just going to add color to the places where the stippling is. Right, so that's going to look just a little bit deeper. This, I believe, is going to be a pretty quick technique if what my thought process is correct. But you know, I have been proven wrong right here in front of all of you before. But I thought, who better to play with a technique with? My Poppin' Paint Party girls. So you'll notice that I'm not being exact at all. I'm just getting some color on there because we have, we're gonna have some other things going on. And I think drying it in between with your heat gun, that does help. It does help you, number one, because the color will deepen or lighten, depending. Then you can get on to the next thing, right? So I've done quite a few coats, right, of color. So can you see the color that can you see the differentiation of color? Like just, I mean, it's just kind of organic blobs of color, right? So here's my next idea. My next idea is to cover it with tissue paper. So I have a couple of ideas about that. So let's cut this one off. Okay, so I have flat tissue paper and I have wadded up crinkly tissue paper. So I thought we could do one with the flat tissue paper and one with the crinkly tissue paper. So let's try crinkly first. So this is this is like the cheap tissue paper that, you know, you can get at Walgreens or Walmart or wherever. Just wrapping paper, tissue paper. You know what I mean? All right. So then my thought is that we're just going to cover this whole thing so it's going to give it some dimension. So, but still being flat. So I'm going to put some multi-medium matte, whatever, down as our glue. Right. Just get some on here. Ugh. Haven't used this in a while, I guess. And I'm just gonna rub it in all the way. And then start my crinkly tissue paper on top. You guys, it's so pretty. All right. So you can squish it up, right, like that, and see if you can get some. And then you're just gonna work those bubbles out, so to speak, right? Oh, I ripped it up, that one. All right, so, hi Stevie Miller, how are you? Or Robbie Miller, sorry. Okay, so now I'm gonna try some matte medium on top to like squish this down and get it to be like just way more just a part of the base of, so it's all kind of melded together. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna work this. That's exactly what I wanted. There we go. So I want it to be as translucent as possible. Yep, 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 yep. I want the white to kind of go away, right? And I want the crinkles to just look like they're part of the leather, so to speak. Yep. Well, thanks, Laura, but, you know, it's just an experiment. And that's how we learn, right? We just figure stuff out as we go. So I'm feeling like once I have this kind of where I'm kind of feeling like I want it to be, then we can set this aside and then paint another one, you know? All right, I'm really digging that, you guys. I'm really, really digging it. So let's set this aside. I'm gonna wash the matte medium off my fingers. And then we'll do the pink one. How's that? And then we'll try that one with flat tissue paper. No, this was the crinkly. All right. And let's see what happens when it dries. Will it dry white? Will it dry clear? We'll see. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna wash my hands. Probably blow my nose again. Okay. So, I forgot to do my mail call. I got this beautiful card using the Grandma Chicky art printable from Keeley for my birthday. Isn't it beautiful? I love the colors, Keels. I love the orange and pinks. I'm just digging that combination. I don't know why it speaks to me so much, but it does. It's so pretty, isn't it? Anyway, but I also wanted to share with you, her envelope is made from pattern paper. So pretty, Keels. Thank you so much. And I love that you use that Gina Marie die for your mat. So pretty. Okay, so for this one, let's cut the slim line. Well, let's cut the other one off too. And let's kind of do the same thing with pinks and see what happened. It didn't look as vibrant when you painted it or when you put the tissue on top. So you might want to paint it, dry it, paint it, dry it, paint it, dry it. You might try that, Jan. Well, maybe your paint wasn't quite dark enough. So let's play with that idea. So this time I'm gonna do that Kitschy Flamingo and Picked Raspberry. Picked Raspberry is a much more vibrant pink, and so I'm gonna get all the yellow out of this brush, but I love this brush so for techniques like this. So I'm gonna start with that Kitschy pink, which is quite light. So maybe just go a little bit deeper with color this time, Jan, on your second try. I mean, that's just it, right? This is just a great big experiment, right? We're just figuring it out as we go along. Now let's try some picked raspberry. See how that's already, they work well together though, those two pinks. This time maybe I'll be a little more strategic. Nah, I think I will, but that's not true. I just want to get some color on here, and then let's try that. Getting some more. So let's try going a little bit deeper with your color this time, Jan. Like going heavier with color, I should say. So let's. Right, and then try the, put some color on and then dry it in between. See if that, yeah, I have no idea what mine's gonna look like when it dries either. But that's the fun, right? We just keep trying, see what happens. I wish I would have brought some little bit of orange up here, because that would have been a pretty combination. But layers of pink is nice too. Yeah, I think so too. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do too, Jan, is I'm just going to keep darkening it as I go along. And I'm just going to keep adding color, right? So we know that the big open areas are the lower areas in the tooled part. So let's make those a little darker, but just really randomly. What are you using? Worn lipstick and, oh, that's a pretty combination, Keels. And I think, like, the more random you can be, probably the better off, you know? You know, that's so funny. Worn lipstick is one of those colors that I was not attracted to at all when it first came out. I didn't buy it for a long, long time. You know what? I didn't buy it until it came in an oxide. And I had seen him do something with it. Tim had done some kind of a demo or something. But I think that's how we all find out about products, right? By watching somebody else use them, and you're like, oh, I might like that. That might be cool for, I don't know, whatever the thing is that you're, you know, whatever your technique of the moment is. This is a pretty artsy technique because it's not precise at all, is it? Just trying to build up those. Oh, does it? Oh. But I know, but you know what, Keels? I'm actually thinking, like, maybe I'll put a little bit of warm honey in this. I don't know. really just kind of going with the flow. Oh, I did want to say I am teaching a class for Paper and I next week, a week from today actually, on Corinne markers. I think I've been corrected that that's the way to pronounce it. So you can sign up for that. There's still a few openings left in that. And that is March 4th at 6 p.m. Michigan time. So that's, is that Central Time, I believe? Keels, isn't that? I know, wild honey is so pretty, isn't it? I'm feeling like after this dry, I might go in with a little bit of wild honey. And it's kind of freeing and a good way to warm up your creative brain to just do something really quite random like this. You know, like it's not precise, but you're still Eastern time zone. Okay. Oh, sorry. So you can, if you are so inclined, you can sign up for that class on Paper and I think it's Paper and I Marshall on their website. And Audrey and her daughter are the loveliest people. Thank you. It must be the time of year or something's in the air out there, that's for sure. Okay, did I get everything? I think so. Okay, now I need to blow my nose again after the sneeze. Sorry. Okay, so now let's dry this, and then I think I will maybe add some of the, I don't know, that wild honey, just bits maybe, but I'm really liking this. Try some wild honey up here. Oh God, look how pretty that is. Oh, you guys, maybe mix a third color, because that does seem to be making more visual interest. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that so much. It's just giving it way more dimension. All right, now let's dry that. This one will be interesting, I think. So we'll get to play with 3 different techniques with one printable. So I did print mine on watercolor paper because I want to, I wanted to be able to add lots of water to it and get some really organic color on there. There we go. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to go even deeper. How about you, Jan? Are you really deepening up your pinks or whatever color? Are you doing the same colors again? That might be a great idea though, because then you're gonna really see, the progression of, I think maybe the third one I'll go back to my golds and yellows. And then maybe I add a little bit of pink to it. I don't know. Really get in there with some pink. I think the deeper we go, because we are covering it a little bit. I know, Nance, I am too. I am too. I think that it's going to make a difference in the, sorry, that medicine makes me super thirsty. I think the deeper pinks do, like the deeper colors in general, I think are, oh, did you? Oh. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see, Jen. I'm really liking it. But now I feel like I want to tip it upside down and do some more wild honey. I want to really get in there with the colors. Because do you see how it looks like all of my paintbrush, my brush strokes are going in one direction? I don't want that to happen. I want it to be all willy-nilly. So I'm just going to randomly pick up different colors, and it's going to mix along the way, and I kind of dig that. Because that's going to really bring more definition out, I think. Especially once we put the tissue paper down on top of it. I mean, I'm kind of just liking this just the way it is. That's kind of a cool thing. We might play with that technique. As time, it almost looks marbled, doesn't it? That's kind of a cool idea. But I'm so glad I added that. I'm so glad I added that wild honey, because that really popped the dimension, I think. All right, let's wipe this up. Keels, how am I doing on time? All right. I might have to step it up a little bit. Yeah, me too. Me too, Nance. You know what I was thinking? I would really like to do the Howdy to match, or whatever sentiment I use. I think that might be kind of fun and cool too. But I should have done that when whatever. Okay, now, now let's try some, sorry, I'm trying to, all right, now let's try some flat tissue paper and see what that does. All right, so let's start by adding Oh, I should have grabbed another bottle of this. I don't know that I'm... It's taken a bit. So you know what? I'm going to grab another bottle of that multimedia matte stuff. All right. I have a whole bunch of little bottles of this. Let's see which one's that. So let's... Oh my, much better. Much better. All right. So let's start rubbing this in. And then, yep, so much better, so much better. Spread it out as much as possible. And then, all right. Now, this time I'm just gonna lay it flat and just, I'm gonna get a little bit of wrinkles, I think, just because it's kind of the nature of the beast. Yeah, I can kind of see little bits of bubbles. See what this does. Yeah, I think I like that. Putting some on top. That just really pops the, yep. It's a messy process, but I'm hoping that in the end it'll be so pretty. Oh, you guys, those pinks are so pretty. That pink and that little bit of wild honey really made a difference, I think. Okay, I'm gonna wash this off my hands and then we're gonna look at the first one we did. Okay, so now let's set this one aside. We'll look at the first one we did. I think it's pretty dry. What do you think? A little more white shows than I would like, so I'm thinking, what could I do on top of that? Oh, absolutely a cool technique for art journals. Absolutely, Nance. I might be able to put some, see this is still a little bit tacky, so just know that it's going to take a while for it to dry. I wonder if I put some Distress glaze on top. Let's see what happens. Okay, so has anyone played with this? Oh, I could add more, but do you think that the matte medium might be a barrier? Do you know what I mean? I'm feeling like that's a sealer, so no color is going to go through. But because I mean, I hate to give him any more of my money, but you know what? He does do a amazing product. So, this is for gluing, transferring, sealing. It does all kinds of things. So, I think it's a barrier now. This glaze, I'm telling you right this minute. Okay, Distress Microglaze. So it's a sealer. So like if you watercolored an envelope and you didn't want, and you were sending it to someplace that might get weather, this is this, rub this, and it just takes a little tiny bit. You're gonna just put some on a paper towel or on your finger, right? And it's kind of the consistency of chapstick, I guess, right? So I'm just putting some on my finger and then just rubbing circle, 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 and that's going to, number one, it's going to seal it once more, right? And then, and it might just bring out more, like some of the white is going away because of the Distress glaze. And that's kind of what I want. So I'm wondering if the pink one won't have as much white because it doesn't have the wrinkles. But the wrinkles kind of make it look aged, and that was kind of where I was, what my original thought process is. But you know, I'm open to whatever happens. And like I said, this lasts forever. I've had this little jar for years because you're using so little of it, right? You just pick some up with your finger, the best tool around. Yes, so pretty. And I'm putting some pretty decent pressure on there because the tissue is already sealed, right? It's already adhered, so it's not, I don't think I'm have fear of tearing. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You know what the other thought I had was, wouldn't it be cool to do like crackling on top? So maybe we'll do that next time. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it, you guys. I'm just loving it because it is getting lots of kind of like veiny, crackly, wrinkly, so pretty. And this one, like I said, it's it will be interesting to see what happens with this one. I just want to let it dry naturally and then and see what happens in the end. Don't forget, tomorrow is the pop-in birthday paint party. So the new art printable will come out, and we'll play with that, and we'll do our drawings for our giveaway. I'm so excited about that. And the new things arrived, so I can hardly wait to share those with you. So we'll do lots of giveaways tomorrow. And I guess that's it. I'm feeling like I just need to go blow my nose. So if you are brand new here, please follow at follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I know that sounds like it sounds kind of funny, but to say like me, but following and liking are two different things on Facebook. It's a whole thing, and I'll try and cover some of that next week. Some Facebook tips and tricks. But like I said, if you would be sure to follow and like me on Corbiere-Scott Designs, let's see if that makes it easier for me to add you to classes. If you take some of my registered classes, let's see if that helps. And yeah, Jan, me too. I had so much fun too. There's nothing like getting dirty fingers, is there? Nothing like it. And I'm anxious to see what happens when it dries. So I need to walk away from it because, I'll just keep picking at it. I adore you all. I'm so grateful for you in my life. So until tomorrow, until the birthday party, I will bid you adieu. I'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow. Don't miss me. Bye.